What's up, Triple V fam and jewelry lovers? We're back at it with the top 25 vintage earrings that have sold on eBay over the past 7 days. Just want to throw a big shout out there. 6,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. And if you are new to this video, guys, pretty much what we do is we take the top 25 of each individual jewelry piece, going through brooches, necklaces, bracelets, and earrings each week to see some of the top selling pieces that sell for hundreds, if not thousands. So be sure to stick around, hit that like and subscribe, and let's check out some beautiful earrings. Alrighty, so before we get into these beautiful earrings, I have two questions for you guys. One, what is your favorite part of the series? It could be anything, whether it's the jewelry, the information. Let me know what your favorite part of this series is. And two, if you have any ideas of some other videos that I can do, like the upcoming one, which is going to be native pieces. If you have any ideas like that, and or even out of the jewelry category, just reselling in general, if there's anything that you guys think that I would do well at, or that you would like to see me do content on, just comment down below with some of those ideas. So we're going to dive right into it again. Top 25 vintage earrings that have sold over the past week. And man, oh man, some surprising ones. That's all I can say. We are going to start off here, though, with the Modernist Studded Rare Clip-On Earrings by Steve Vubel. I'm going to just go with that. So this one has kind of that scribe signature, the one that I always talk about. Like, I had no idea that, that some of these pieces were worth that much. So it is signed Vubel, V-A-U-B-E-L, onto the back. Again, gold tone. Gorgeous little clip-ons. These were listed for $200 by now, and they did sell for $170. I do have the actual sold prices this video too. Y'all seem to really like that. So again, it was listed $200 by now. It did sell for $170. Up next, we do have some Schiaparelli gold tone. Got that large faux Baroque pearl center. Pretty for Schiaparelli. I feel like it's not to what it normally is. Typically, you got gorgeous, kind of like Shriner in a way. But these, again, faux Baroque pearl, signed Schiaparelli on the back. Though the faux pearls are in great condition, a lot of the times you get a lot of wear there. Does look like some gold tone loss. But other than that, they were listed for $249. They did sell for $195. And actually, there's a lot of gold tone loss there. I'm kind of surprised. So again, the Schiaparelli clip-ons, $249 by now. They did sell for $195. So we're already almost at $200. It's insane. Up next, we got some... Ooh, man, I cannot talk today. We have some Signer gold tone. You got the green pecking glass center. Gorgeous. The green next to the gold tone. Absolutely stunning. Signed Signer on the back. And these were listed $215 by now. They did sell for $195. So $195, again, for a pair of earrings. To me, this is probably the most crucial video to go over, because again, if you go through the amount of jewelry that we do here, you always end up with earrings, and again, they could be worth $5, $10 or anywhere up to $1,000. So again, just kind of getting an idea of what some of these items are that sell for the $200, $300, $400, $500. To me, I think is very important, and I'm glad that I'm doing it just for myself alone. Because again, especially if you're selling elsewhere, like on Whatnot or anywhere else, knowing that difference can really help price up the items and maybe situate where you're selling what, whether it be on eBay or Whatnot. Again, $215 by now, and again, they sold for $195. Not bad. All right, we got some Christian Dior. Not a surprise there. We got some clear rhinestone action, faux pearl center. Got that gorgeous little faux pearl dangle, like tassel style. And let's check out that signature. Again, signature to me is always very important. And there it is. So again, you got the Christian Dior signature right there on the back. They are post backs. These were listed for $199.99, and it does look like that's what exactly they sold for. So they sold for asking. Again, gorgeous, kind of like star dangles or floral. Great condition. Again, the faux pearls, a little bit of darkening to the stones. But again, that could also just be the background, because it honestly looks like those little rhinestones all kind of have a little bit of discoloration. They may even be purple. But again, $199.99 for those Christian Dior clip post backs. Sheesh. That's definitely not a bad price. This one, again, new names. Love to see it. We got Isabel Canovas, something along those lines. Again, names I am probably so horrible with. Like original by Robert, we got to the point to where it's original by Robert. Alfred Philippe. I used to say Alfred Felipe. So again, names, I do apologize, but again, it's more about the basis of the pieces, what they're signed, and what they sell for. So again, we have gorgeous little pineapple clip-ons. Again, Isabel Canovas. Again, they are lucite with that gorgeous gold tone pattern. $199.99. Now I know I definitely want to keep an eye out for that signature. It's $200 for a pair of clip-ons. I'll take that all day long. So again, new one there, just about $200. We have some more Schiaparelli faux pearls ABs. Check out that green glass. Beautiful facets throughout. Just a gorgeous set of earrings there. Signed on the back, patent penned. These were listed for $850 by now. They did only sell for $200, which I still don't think is bad. I mean, they are a gorgeous pair of earrings. And again, selling for $200, not bad whatsoever. Panetta. Panetta always kind of, it's like luxury jewelry meets costume. Like to me, that definitely looks like it could potentially, like it has that very bright gold tone. The stunning glass rhinestone action. Again, the teardrops, the facets. Again, Panetta, gorgeous, gorgeous quality costume jewelry. Signed on the back right there. Now, these were listed on bid. They sold $218.50. Absolutely gorgeous. Love them. So again, $218.50, 9 bids. So there's a decent amount of interest in them. And again, didn't sell for a bad price whatsoever. Up next, we have Boucher earrings. Gorgeous purple glass cabochons with the clear rhinestones, faux pearls. Those are some snazzy clip-ons. That is all I can say. You got the silver tone backing, open back, signed Boucher right there. Now, these were listed on bid as well. $220.50. Now, the other thing to notice about this one is it is as is. So, again, you're missing a couple of little rhinestones there. Nothing too crazy, and I think that's about it. Just a couple missing rhinestones. Little damage throughout, and that's about it. So, again, still as is, though, $220.50. Not a bad price for some as is. Alrighty, up next, we have another new name. Love to see it. We got Thelma Deutsch, I guess is the best way to say that one. Yeah, I almost said American. Thelma Deutsch clip-ons. Now, these are dangles, clear rhinestones. These things have to be massive. But again, there is the signature, right to the point, signed on the cartouche. Again, I can't see exactly what it's signed on the other side, but again, nice dangle rhinestone clip-ons. I'd say probably, the way that they look, probably about 3 to 4 inch, maybe even pushing 5-inch dangle. Absolute gorgeous clip-ons there. And these were listed for $400. They did sell for $225. So 2 new names selling for high prices. Love to see it. All right, we have some Coro Quivering Camellia Trembler clip-on earrings. Say what? So again, this one does have the Trembler center, which just means that it's on a spring. So that way, if you're walking, they'll sit there and they'll bobble back and forth. I'm sure it probably blings like crazy with those clear baguettes, purple center. Kind of has that gold vermeil sterling look. Rhinestones down the side. Let's see that signature. Sometimes you got to scroll. Kind of hard to see there. But it looks like we got Des Patton. Okay, so I don't actually believe that they're signed Koro. Not that I could see. They have that very Koro-esque. I'm sure that it's just the line itself. Probably looked right into it. Found out that they're Koro. These were listed $279.99. They did sell for $225. So again, the Trembler earrings making their way in. Don't really see too much. I know they do very well for us over on Whatnot. The Tremblers, lots of action. I always sit there and play with it because, I don't know, it's just the ADHD is what it is. But again, Koro, Camellia, Trembler clip-ons, $279 was the asking price. Did sell for $225. Let's go. Alrighty, we have Robert Lee. So this is going to be another etched signature. So again, Robert Lee Morris. Just gorgeous gold tone, large. I think that, yeah, they are post back. So post back, large gold tone, bold. They were listed on bid $231.38. Now, I know that this name has been coming up week to week. So again, Robert Lee Morris. Again, just because it's an etched signature and isn't on like, isn't signed on the back in any fancy way, doesn't mean that they don't sell for big money. So again, $231.38, 17 bids. Nice. Up next, we got some Crown Trafari. Cherry. Kind of looks more like apples to me, but cherries are apples, whatever it might be. Gorgeous rhinestones, stunning enameling. Signed Trafari on the back. This one I was a little surprised. They were listed for $266.36. By now, they did sell for $240. So again, $240. That is not a bad price there. They do look like they're probably like an inch in diameter, so not large. Trafari. And yeah, little cherry or apple clip-ons. They sold $240. So again, $240. I was a little surprised. I feel like we've had quite a few pieces like this that I just didn't realize that they sold for that amount. Maybe even potentially a missing rhinestone. No, I see it there. So it is not missing rhinestones. But again, 1 inch. There we go. They are little clip-ons. All right, what else are we rocking? We have Christian Dior for Kramer turquoise rhinestones. So again, just beautiful faceted glass rhinestones. They are signed Kramer on the back. Normally, if it was Christian Dior, it would say Christian Dior for Kramer. But still, they sold for a decent amount. Signed, gorgeous backing there, stunning condition. These were listed for $243 by now, and that is what they sold for. So $243, not a bad sale price. Again, we're only about halfway through, and we're already pushing $300. Not bad for an earrings video. Up next, we have Dominique Orientis, Paris Gold Tone. Look at that. You got the faux pearls, nice little glass dangles, very abstract, different, chunky gold tone. There is the back. And then, of course, the signature, pretty easy. It just says the name, Paris in the center. So, again, nice little pair of clip-ons there. Again, Dominique Orientis coming through week in, week out with the high selling. Now, these were listed for $495 by now. They did sell for $300. It is most definitely a name that you want to keep an eye out for, without a doubt. All right, now, I don't know how authentic these are, but in kind of celebration of at some point putting out a native piece video, so some of the signatures, some of the pieces, this is called Zuni Tune. I felt like it was perfect just to throw it in there. So Zuni Tune, you have Goofy, shell onyx inlay with the turquoise top. How cool is that? I didn't do any research before I do it because, well, I do have it listed for the video that I'm going to do and go down the rabbit hole of Zuni Tune because I think that's such a cool idea. So again, we got Zuni Tune. These were listed $379. They did sell for $300. Now they are post backs. They are unsigned. So So again, definitely different. And the Zuni tune, I don't know, it just got a ring to it. And again, $379 was the asking price. Did sell for $300. Nice. Alrighty, up next we have some Joe Maz. Joseph Mazer. Little mannequin pictures there. You got the gorgeous green rhinestones with the clear, nice dangles. And then the very last picture, it is signed. So again, Joe Maz, Joseph Mazer, $379.95. It did sell for $336. I'm sure that's just the mannequin hair, but it freaks me out. So we're going to go down to that picture. Love it. A lot better. So again, $379.95 was the asking price. It did sell for $336. Again, already up over $300 for the earrings. I love these videos. All right, we got YSL. Large square-shaped rhinestone brooch, or earrings. Kind of have like the square or diamond cut rhinestones. Stunning clear rhinestones all the way through. They are clip-ons. There's that YSL signature. These were listed for $362 by now. They did sell for $338. So again, $338 for some YSL clip-ons. Again, costume jewelry, not silver or gold. That is not a bad sale price. Again, $338. Peace. All right, keeping it rocking. Now, this one does have the brooch, but again, Christian LaCroix, week in, week out, always with the big selling clip-ons. These kind of just have like the ribbon heart design. Again, does have its brooch with it. Probably helped it sell a little bit more. But there's that Christian LaCroix signature. These were listed for $395. They did sell for $375. So $375. Let's go. Not a bad sale price whatsoever. Alrighty, we have some Chanel. Gold-plated Maltese logo. Meh. So again, gorgeous. Gold tone. Got the Chanel dangles there. Signature right there on the back. So again, Chanel, made in France. Now these were listed $300. Well, they were listed on bid. They sold $375. So again, $375. Chanel earrings. Chanel is obviously always in the video, towards the top, without a doubt. So again, Chanel making her way in. $375 on bid. And then we have another pair, back to back. This one was listed by now. Chanel clip-on earrings. You got that Grapoy center, that poured glass, gorgeous red. The gold tone all the way around. Signed Chanel right there on the back. Chanel 1984. These were listed $500 by now. They did sell for $380. So a lot less than asking price, but still not a bad sold. All right, and I think we're officially top 5. Dun, 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 dun. We have these are Shriners. Now I'm not 100% sure. I left them in there because they were on bid and sold $387.76. But again, you got the red, green, blue, nice little glass dangles with the clear rhinestone backing, prong set. Now as far as it being unsigned or signed, as far as the look, there's nothing that tells me specifically that they are 100% Shriner. But we're going to show it off the back here. It does have a signature right there. I just unfortunately cannot see it. I can say that they do have some discoloration on the back. But again, gorgeous pair of clip-ons there. These were listed, again, on bid, $387.76. So again, whether or not they still sold for a lot of money, and they are a gorgeous pair of clip-ons there. Alrighty, we got Frank and Brahilda. Vintage sterling silver. Now again, this is more on the native side. So we got the spiny oyster, turquoise inlay, gorgeous pair of clip-ons. But why I left them in there is you can see they are signed Frank and Brahilda. I think it's SDP sterling, kind of hard to see. Maybe a maker's mark right there as well. And these were listed $450 by now. And that is what they sold for. So again, we're already pushing $500. Again, we're at the top 4. And again, Frank and Bahilda, if you find them, worth a decent amount of money. And they are gorgeous clip-ons, without a doubt. Alrighty, top 3. We have Christian LaCroix. Authentic large earrings. So again, you got those beautiful cabochons, rhinestones, the little fabric dangles, or again, tassel style. And again, Christian LaCroix. Let me just see here. There is that signature. Again, Christian LaCroix, made in France. These were listed $738 by now. They did sell for $480. So again, a lot less than the asking price, but still sold for a decent price. And again, Christian LaCroix making his way in. All right, top 2. We have Dominique Orientis, Paris statement earrings. You got the faux amber, glass, the triple-ish, almost 4-tier leaf earrings. Man, these things are massive. Again, there's that signature. There they are on the little ear clip-on holder. And again, you can just see the size of those earrings, definitely larger. These were listed $495 by now, and that is what they sold for. So again, $495, and we're officially on the top-selling piece, top-selling earrings this week. And it's going to be some retired Pandora. Now, as far as the retired part, I'm not 100% sure. I know very little about Pandora. I didn't even realize that they made earrings. So, now this one is, again, retired Pandora cameo earrings. It's, again, beautiful cameo. Got the little onyx inlay, sterling silver. And here is the back. So I did a little bit of research, of course, because I just wanted to make sure if it was going to be the number 1, I want to make sure that it's authentic. You got 925 ALE, which ALE has to be marked on the Pandora for it to be authentic. And it's Algot and Nevelson, which is the father of the founding company Pandora. I had no idea. I'm just sharing the information. It's probably really common knowledge. I didn't get into Pandora like that. So again, 925 ALE cameo pierced earrings, sterling silver, $715. Sheesh. That is a big selling price. So again, nice little Pandora, $715. Guys, let me know what your favorite piece in this show was. Any of the earrings, let me know your favorite piece. And like always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in the next one.